Hey, what's up? We are here in Reims, France for stage 3 of the Tour de France Femmes, and we are going to be following Team Movistar. We're going to be with them for the next 2 stages. We're going to talk to the mechanics, we're going to hang out with the riders, and we're going to see what makes a pro tour team like Movistar tick. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, especially if you want to follow along, because this episode is coming out way earlier than next week. Here we are, stage 3 in Champagne country, surrounded by vineyards. The racers are going to race through some of the most historical Champagne vineyards in all of France. This is the sprint section, 21K from the finish. This is for sprint points. We got a Zipp rider up the front. All right, we're trying to get to the stage 3 finish in time, but this is an insanely steep finish. The riders have to do about 2K at about an average of 8 or 9% straight to the finish line after racing 134K. Since the Tour de France Femmes is a stage race, it's an 8-day stage race, the racers not only have to race every day for multiple categorized climbs, the sprint points, the team classification, but they have to be ready to do it the next day. So the soigneurs are there with the recovery drinks immediately, but the racers also warm down as soon as they're done racing. So after every stage, the pro mechanics have to take apart every bike, fully clean and wash every bike. That's two bikes per racer. The race bike and the spare bike gets fully washed and then fully tuned at the mobile service course after every stage. So when the racers are done racing, the mechanics are actually just getting started with their day. It's about 7 o'clock right now. The race has been over for a couple hours. It was a 2-hour drive from the end of stage 3 to the start of stage 4, but the mechanics have another couple hours of work out here to get the bikes ready for the racers tomorrow. There's a couple things that SRAM does for world champions to make their bikes just a little bit more special. It used to be a rainbow cassette, but right now we have a custom gold cassette with a gold chain. All right, so Cesar was our very first Making You Faster episode, based in LA. We went and rode the Hollywood sign, but obviously you're from Europe, you're Spanish.
I do.
And we are here for the inaugural Tour de France Femmes, and you're here with SRAM TV.
Yep.
What is it like having a women's stage race, being back in Europe? Like, kind of walk me through the experience that you have.
I mean, it's wonderful, especially having such a strong team as the Movistar team that is Spanish team on the peloton, especially is outfitted with SRAM and Zipp. It's wonderful, and it's very cool to see how well received it's been the Tour de France by Zwift in Europe.
Yeah,
a lot of people, all the national TVs are playing it. So here, when you have like Tour de France, it's always in the open national TV. So while I grew up in Spain, I will always watch the Tour. I will always watch the Euro after lunch.
Yeah,
kind of the siesta time. So it's really wonderful to see that this is happening now with the Tour de France and that everyone is watching it.
They always say that an army marches on its stomach, but I can tell you that a pro tour race team races on their stomach. And we have Pepe, the team chef for Team Movistar, with us. World famous chef, right?
Tenemos aquí con nosotros a Pepe, el chef del equipo Movistar, un chef mundialmente reconocido.
Ah,
¿no?
sí, bueno, vamos ahí, vamos haciendo cositas del restaurante. Bueno, pues aquí con las chicas, pues muy bien, hay que tener un poquito de cuidado con la alimentación, equilibrar la proteína con el hidrato y luego pues mucha fruta y mucha verdura.
Working on it. He's here with the girls that you have to have some careful with what they are eating for the race and keeping them on a very healthy way with a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables, and some good balance in between hydrates and proteins. Yeah.
Okay. Here we are, stage 4 of the Tour de France Femmes with Movistar. This is Emma Norsgaard's race bike. We're gonna run through her bike really quick. This is a Canyon Aero road bike. This is a top of the line Aero road bike from Canyon, full carbon. They're running 303 Firecrest wheels, Zipp 303 Firecrest wheels. They're running tubulars for this stage. I asked the mechanic what pressure they were running. He originally told me 10 bar, which is way too high. Top secret information. He said he wouldn't tell me the exact pressure. I'm assuming about 4 bar roundabout, so about 50-55 PSI. Today's stage has 4 gravel sections and 4 classified climb sections. Here we are, the first categorized climb of the day. You can see it starts way down there in the village. The fans are out lining the road. The peloton is about 15K away. We're gonna pop up to the top of the climb and watch them as they summit and then hit the first gravel section of the day. All right, just to give you an idea, when they say it's gravel, it's legit gravel. These are road race bikes, probably running 28C tires, and this is legitimate gravel. They're gonna have to do 4 sections of this today. All right, here we are at the end of the 4th gravel sector. This is one of the longest gravel sectors. The crowds are out. Very Strada Bianca vibes. You can see the course winds off over the hills. The races are about 5K away. We'll see how many of them make it through without flat tires on this incredibly gnarly gravel sector. All right, here we are, the end of stage 4 of the Tour de France Femmes. We spent the last 2 stages with Movistar. Thank you for following along. We're gonna be with SD Works for stage 5 and 6. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. This is Chaz with Zipp, making you faster at the Tour de France Femmes.